Logan Barrett, a 34-year-old tech magnate, lived a life many could only imagine. As the founder and CEO of Summit Technologies, a groundbreaking company in artificial intelligence and robotics, Logan had created an empire from the ground up. His name was synonymous with innovation and forward-thinking technology, frequently appearing in top-tier business publications. Despite his overwhelming success, Logan remained a mystery to the public. He rarely attended social gatherings, dedicating almost all his time to his work. His opulent penthouse, located in the heart of Los Angeles, symbolized his immense fortune but also served as his sanctuary from the outside world. Logan's path to success was anything but smooth. Growing up in a struggling household with two older sisters and a younger brother, Logan always dreamed of escaping poverty. His passion for technology became apparent early in life. By 14, he was scavenging through scrapyards for spare parts to build simple robots. His fascination with technology only grew, eventually earning him a full scholarship to study computer science at Stanford University. At Stanford, Logan's brilliance shone brightly. He wasn't just a student, he was a visionary. His groundbreaking projects often left professors astounded, and it wasn't long before major tech firms began to take notice. However, it wasn't academics alone that fueled Logan's relentless drive. During his time at Stanford, a woman he loved deeply left him for someone wealthier. The heartbreak became a turning point, motivating Logan to never let anyone dictate his worth again. After graduation, Logan joined a leading tech firm, quickly rising through the ranks. Still, his entrepreneurial spirit pushed him to leave and start his own company. Summit Technologies began humbly in a rented basement in Seattle, but Logan's dedication and innovative thinking propelled the company to the forefront of the tech world. Summit Technologies specialized in artificial intelligence and robotics, producing revolutionary advancements that reshaped industries and everyday life. From automated personal assistants to cutting-edge industrial robots, the company's innovations set the standard. Its glass-fronted headquarters, towering over the skyline of San Francisco, reflected Logan's ambition and commitment to excellence. Inside, a blend of focus and creativity drove the work culture, with employees sharing Logan's passion for innovation. Yet, despite his professional triumphs, Logan's personal life remained cold and lonely. His penthouse, though filled with contemporary art and state-of-the-art gadgets, felt hollow. His daily routine rarely changed. Wake up early, head to the office, work late into the night, and return home to solitude. Logan's only respite was reading, immersing himself in classic literature and the latest science fiction. The books provided a brief escape from the pressures of his world. His only consistent companion was Clara, his housekeeper, who had worked for him since the early days of Summit Technologies. Clara, warm and nurturing, ensured Logan's home life remained organized, but even her kindness couldn't fill the void in his heart. Logan's reserved nature added to his mystique. The media and public saw him as a reclusive genius, someone who rarely gave interviews or ventured into the spotlight. When he did speak, it was strictly about his work, making him one of the most desirable yet unattainable bachelors in the city. His past heartbreak with Emily, the woman who had left him, cast a long shadow over his personal life. Logan remained wary of love, believing it incompatible with his ambitious pursuits. As Summit Technologies grew, so did the challenges of running the business. Logan began to realize that his solitary lifestyle might be a hindrance, especially when fostering relationships with investors and partners. This became evident when Diego Marquez, a prominent investor from Madrid, expressed interest in a potential collaboration. Known for his traditional values and focus on personal connections, Diego invited Logan to a business dinner but made an unusual request. He wanted Logan to bring a significant other. The request caught Logan off guard. He had no partner, nor did he have the time or interest to pursue a relationship. One evening, as Logan sat in his penthouse reading a book about quantum computing, his assistant Evelyn called with the news. "Mr. Barrett, I just spoke with Diego Marquez's office," Evelyn began, her tone cautious. "He's interested in discussing a potential collaboration with Summit, but there's a condition for the dinner meeting." Logan frowned, setting the book on the table. "What condition?" "He expects you to bring a significant other. It's part of his tradition to make business dinners more personal, and he values seeing the human side of his potential partners." Logan exhaled heavily, running a hand through his hair. A significant other, Evelyn? You know I don't have one. I do not have time for relationships. My life is entirely devoted to my work, Logan Barrett stated firmly, his tone leaving no room for doubt. I understand, Mr. Barrett, Evelyn replied over the phone, her voice calm but insistent. However, this dinner is critical. Diego's investment could elevate Summit Technologies to an entirely new level. Perhaps you could find someone suitable to accompany you. Just for the evening? Logan frowned at the suggestion. The idea of hiring someone to pose as his girlfriend seemed absurd. Yet, he could not deny the importance of the dinner. Diego Marquez's backing could unlock access to European markets and bring in invaluable resources. After a moment of tense silence, Logan exhaled deeply. All right, Evelyn, he said reluctantly. See what you can do. Find someone suitable, someone presentable, articulate, and capable of handling a high-pressure business setting. Evelyn's relief was audible. I will get on it right away, Mr. Barrett. I will compile a list of candidates and arrange meetings for you to make a selection. The following day, Evelyn presented Logan with a list of carefully vetted candidates. Each individual had been selected for their poise, intelligence, and ability to excel in social situations. However, as Logan met with each one, he found himself dissatisfied. One was overly nervous, another too indifferent, and yet another came across as far too eager. None of them seemed capable of convincingly filling the role. Frustrated and running out of options, Logan decided to clear his head. He left his office and walked to a coffee shop nearby, a quiet place he often frequented to escape the pressures of his demanding work life. As he sipped his coffee, his attention was drawn to a young woman serving customers. Her name tag read Emily Hart. Emily caught Logan's eye immediately. Her long auburn hair was tied back in a neat ponytail, and her hazel eyes sparkled with intelligence and warmth. Despite the busy, chaotic environment, she moved with effortless grace, handling every customer with patience and charm. Her smile never wavered, even with the most difficult patrons. Intrigued, Logan decided to approach her. He waited until she had a brief moment of respite before stepping forward. "Excuse me, Miss Hart," he began, his tone as casual as he could manage. Emily turned to him with a friendly smile. "Yes, how can I help you?" "My name is Logan Barrett," he introduced himself, noticing a flicker of recognition in her eyes. "I have a rather unusual proposition for you." Emily raised an eyebrow, her expression shifting to one of cautious curiosity. "Go on." Logan took a steadying breath. "I have an important business dinner coming up, and it requires me to bring a significant other. The problem is, I do not have one. I would like to hire you to accompany me as my date for the evening. You would, of course, be compensated generously." Emily stared at him, clearly taken aback. "You want to hire me to pretend to be your girlfriend?" "Yes," Logan confirmed. "I realize it is a strange request, but I have seen how you handle yourself. You are confident, articulate, and adaptable, qualities I need for this situation. Please, consider it." Emily studied him for a moment, her mind racing. The proposal was undeniably unusual, but the offer of extra income was tempting. With bills piling up and a younger sister to support, the opportunity was hard to ignore. After a pause, she nodded. "All right, Mr. Barrett, I will do it, but I have a few conditions of my own." "Of course," Logan replied quickly. "Anything you need." Emily smiled slightly, her decision made. "Then, I suppose we have a deal." With Emily's agreement, Logan felt a sense of relief. The first hurdle was cleared, but the real challenge lay ahead. Over the next few days, Logan arranged for Emily to visit his office for preparation. When she arrived, dressed in a modest yet professional outfit, she looked both nervous and resolute. "Thank you for coming, Emily," Logan greeted her warmly. "I appreciate you agreeing to this. I know it is not an ordinary request." Emily nodded, her voice steady. "It is unusual, but I could use the money, and it seems like an interesting challenge. I have arranged for a personal stylist to assist you in selecting an appropriate outfit for the dinner," Logan explained. "We will meet her this afternoon." "Sounds good," Emily replied, though a trace of apprehension crossed her face. "I will also brief you on some details about Summit Technologies and the people attending the dinner," Logan continued. Diego Marquez is a key investor, and his wife, Isabel, will also be present. They are traditional and place great value on personal connections. Emily listened intently, absorbing the information. Understood. I will do my best to make a good impression. I am sure you will, Logan said, offering her a reassuring smile. That afternoon, they visited an upscale boutique where a personal shopper named Julia awaited them. Julia greeted them with enthusiasm and quickly set to work selecting dresses and accessories for Emily. Logan observed as Emily tried on various options, offering his opinion and ensuring her comfort. Finally, they settled on an elegant navy gown that highlighted her natural beauty without being overly extravagant. "You look stunning," Logan said when Emily emerged from the dressing room in the chosen dress. Emily blushed slightly. "Thank you. I hope it is good enough." "It is perfect," Logan assured her. Over the next few days, Logan and Emily spent more time together preparing for the dinner. Logan briefed her on Summit Technologies, its key projects, and the guests they would meet. In turn, Emily shared glimpses of her life, her financial struggles, her aspirations, and her determination to support her family. Logan found himself unexpectedly admiring her resilience and resourcefulness. "I must say, Logan, I am genuinely impressed with both you and Emily," Diego Marquez said, his warm smile reflecting his sincerity. "It is evident that you have a clear vision for Summit Technologies and have surrounded yourself with remarkable people." "Thank you, Diego," Logan replied, feeling a sense of relief and accomplishment. "That means a great deal, especially coming from someone with your experience." As the evening progressed, the conversation shifted to a more personal tone. Diego and his wife, Isabel, shared stories of their life in Madrid and the journey that brought them together. Isabel, noticing the natural chemistry between Logan and Emily, couldn't help but ask, "So, how did the two of you meet?" Logan and Emily exchanged a quick glance, ready to share the story they had rehearsed. "We met at a café," Emily began with a smile, looking at Logan. "I was working there, and Logan came in one day. We struck up a conversation, and well, the rest is history." "That sounds like destiny," Isabel said, clearly delighted by the tale. "It is wonderful to see such a genuine connection." Diego nodded in agreement. "Indeed, that kind of bond is rare, especially in our line of work." As the evening drew to a close, Diego made his decision known. "Logan, I am very interested in moving forward with this collaboration. I believe our companies have the potential to achieve great things together." Logan's heart lifted. "That is fantastic news, Diego. I am equally excited about the possibilities." Diego stood, signaling the end of the dinner. "Let us discuss the finer details in the coming days. For now, let us simply enjoy the evening." With the formalities over, the atmosphere relaxed further. They shared a few more laughs and stories before saying their goodbyes. As they left the restaurant, Diego pulled Logan aside. "Logan, you have made a wise choice in your partner. Emily is extraordinary." "Thank you, Diego," Logan replied sincerely. "I could not agree more." On the drive back to Logan's penthouse, he turned to Emily. "You were incredible tonight. I could not have done this without you." Emily smiled, her eyes bright with pride. "It was a team effort, Logan. I am glad I could help." As they drove through the illuminated city streets, Logan realized his feelings for Emily had deepened. What had started as a purely professional arrangement had evolved into something more. He found himself captivated by her strength, intelligence, and warmth. The future seemed brighter, not just for Summit Technologies, but for his personal life as well. The successful dinner with Diego Marquez marked the beginning of a new chapter. Over the weeks that followed, Logan and Emily continued to spend time together, both within the framework of their agreement and beyond. The line between their professional and personal lives began to blur as genuine feelings grew between them. Their frequent meetings to discuss the collaboration often turned into moments of discovery. They shared more about their lives and aspirations, slowly revealing their authentic selves. One warm summer evening, after a particularly productive meeting, Logan suggested they take a walk through Golden Gate Park. As they strolled along the peaceful pathways, surrounded by the sounds of nature, Logan broke the silence. "Thank you for agreeing to this arrangement," he said, his voice thoughtful. "I know it is not something you had planned on doing." Emily smiled at him. It has been an interesting experience, and it has given me a chance to get to know you. You are not as intimidating as you seemed at first. Logan chuckled. I am glad to hear that. I have enjoyed getting to know you, too. You have brought something into my life I did not realize I was missing. As they walked, Logan opened up about his past, his childhood struggles, his family, and the dreams that had driven him. Emily listened attentively, sharing stories of her own challenges growing up in San Diego, her dreams of becoming a writer, and the hard work she had put into supporting herself and her younger sister. Their shared love of books became a bridge that drew them closer. Logan, a lifelong reader, was thrilled to learn that Emily was an aspiring author. She shared that she wrote short stories in her free time and hoped to one day publish a novel. I would love to read some of your work, Logan said one evening, as they sat in his penthouse surrounded by shelves filled with books. Emily blushed. I am not sure it is ready for anyone to read yet, but someday I will share it with you. They spent hours talking about their favorite authors and the impact literature had on their lives. Logan found himself inspired by Emily's passion and her perspective. Their relationship reached a turning point when Logan invited Emily to a gala hosted by a prestigious tech organization. It was a high-profile event, and Logan wanted Emily by his side. At first, Emily was hesitant. Are you sure about this? She asked. It is one thing to accompany you to a dinner, but this is a major event. I am certain, Logan replied confidently. I want you there with me. Besides, you have handled everything so far with grace and confidence. This will be no different. Emily agreed, and the next few days were spent preparing for the gala. Logan arranged for a custom-made dress, accessories, and a stylist to ensure Emily felt her best. On the evening of the event, held in the grand ballroom of one of San Francisco's most luxurious hotels, Emily was stunning in an elegant emerald gown that highlighted her natural beauty. Throughout the night, they mingled with other guests, discussed technology and innovation, and enjoyed the gourmet cuisine. Emily's intelligence and charm captivated everyone she met. As the evening went on, Logan found himself increasingly drawn to her. During a slow dance, he finally expressed what had been growing in his heart. Emily, this started as a business arrangement, but it has become so much more to me, he said, his voice soft yet sincere. You have brought light into my life that I did not even realize was missing. Emily looked up at him, her eyes filled with emotion. I feel the same way, Logan. You have believed in me more than anyone else ever has, and you have shown me a world I never imagined I could be part of. Logan leaned in and kissed her gently, sealing the unspoken feelings between them. It was a moment of profound change, transforming their partnership into something real and lasting. I think that is a wonderful idea, Logan said warmly. Do not worry about the cost. Think of it as an investment in your future. Emily's face lit up, her eyes sparkling with gratitude. Thank you, Logan. Your support means the world to me. As their relationship deepened, Logan began to think seriously about the future. He realized he could not imagine life without Emily. She had become his confidant, his partner, and the love of his life. Determined to make their bond official, Logan started planning a proposal. He wanted the moment to reflect their unique connection, something meaningful that captured the essence of their journey together. After much thought, Logan chose a private dinner at their favorite restaurant, a cozy spot with a breathtaking view of the Golden Gate Bridge. On the evening of the proposal, Logan was unusually nervous. He had reserved a table on the terrace, adorning it with flowers and candles. The soft glow of the city lights surrounded them as they sat down. Taking Emily's hand in his, Logan began, Emily, these past months with you have been the happiest of my life. You have brought a joy and purpose into my world that I never thought possible. I love you more than I can ever put into words. Emily's eyes filled with emotion as she listened intently. Logan took a steadying breath and continued, I cannot imagine my future without you. Will you marry me? He pulled out a small velvet box, revealing a stunning engagement ring. Emily gasped, her hand flying to her mouth in disbelief. Yes, Logan. Yes, I will, she exclaimed, tears of joy streaming down her cheeks. Logan slid the ring onto her finger and kissed her gently, sealing their promise to one another. The other diners on the terrace applauded as the couple basked in their shared happiness. Their wedding was a small, intimate ceremony held in a lush garden surrounded by close friends and family. Emily wore a simple yet elegant ivory gown, and Logan looked dashing in a tailored navy suit. The heartfelt vows they exchanged reflected their deep love, respect, and admiration for each other. After the wedding, Logan and Emily embarked on a honeymoon that celebrated their shared passions for literature and travel. They visited iconic literary locations around the world, from the rolling hills of the Lake District in England, where Beatrix Potter once lived, to the vibrant streets of Florence, a city that inspired Dante's works. Their journey was a celebration of their love and shared dreams, creating memories that would last a lifetime. When they returned to San Francisco, Logan and Emily settled into their life as a married couple. Logan continued to lead Summit Technologies with renewed energy, his personal happiness shining through in his professional achievements. Diego Marquez's investment had propelled Summit to unprecedented heights, and Logan's groundbreaking projects received international acclaim. Now Emily Barrett, she flourished in her writing career with Logan's encouragement. Her first book, a collection of short stories, was published to widespread critical acclaim. She dedicated the book to Logan, acknowledging his unwavering support and the transformative impact he had on her life. Evenings at their home were often spent side by side, reading, writing, and enjoying each other's company. Together, they found a perfect balance between their ambitious careers and their personal lives, creating a partnership rooted in mutual respect and shared goals. Their joy only grew with the arrival of their daughter, Clara, who brought even more love and purpose into their lives. Logan, once entirely focused on his work, embraced fatherhood with newfound passion, cherishing every moment with Clara. Emily continued to write, balancing her creative pursuits with the joys of motherhood. Logan and Emily Barrett built a life filled with love, respect, and mutual support. Their journey, from a chance meeting to a profound partnership, transformed Logan's once solitary penthouse into a warm, vibrant home. Summit Technologies thrived under Logan's leadership, while Emily continued to make her mark as a celebrated author. Their story, born from unexpected beginnings, stood as a testament to the power of love, connection, and unwavering belief in each other.